Hi there, Becky Amble, and I want to show you a little something on Notebook. The last time I was doing some of that, it didn't want to cooperate. So now I've got something to show you. I'm going to go share my screen and show you something kind of fun that you might want to think about using. Anyway, we're going to go here to Notebook LM. I'm going to hopefully get my little Zoom window out of the way. I hope it does move sometimes. It only moves on my screen. Anyway, here we are, Notebook. Let's go to upper right where it says create new. If things are covered up, there's a oval shaped symbol button that's dark with white words that say create new. So we're going to create new. That's what we would do. And then you would upload your information. And we're going to just assume that's done because it's not a mystery on how to do that. And then we would have our next screen where over on the left, it's going to say what you have uploaded. And that shows up generally in the middle. And then, oh, goodness sakes, I guess I need to see if I can get this back. Okay. Over here, again, on the right, you can pick audio overview, video overview, mind map, reports, flashcards, or quiz. So you can do any number of things. And I wanted to show you that I selected quiz. And here is the quiz based on what I uploaded, which happened to be one of my more recent books. It wasn't the last one. Anyway, and it put together all that information and did that great little slideshow. Anyway, here's the quiz. And there are 7 questions. You know, I'm not really sure if you can pick and choose how many questions. Anyway, according to the presentation, so this would be tied into the slideshow presentation that it made for me. According to the presentation, what is the fundamental way a large language model generates text? And there we have the choices. And this could be shared in a presentation. It could be shared if you're doing some training, onboarding, or anything else that you might be doing. Not my content, I'm just saying the concept. So you can make a quiz. Then down here on the bottom right is the little blue button that says next. I think you can see all of this stuff. And you would make your choice, hit next, go to the next question. Here's the next slide. It says right here, if you scroll up to the top of the little scroll line, it says 2 of 7, so you know you're on the second question. The presentation describes the AI learning process. How do models acquire their capabilities? And then there's 4 choices for that. And you hit next, you make a choice. There's question number 3, hit next, move on. Question number 4, pick your choice or your answer, move on. Question 5, the person would make their answer. Question 6, they would select an answer. And here we are to the very end. And then you hit done. And what's fascinating is it said, hey, you finished the quiz. You got 0 out of 7 because obviously I picked up no answers on this. And it gives you the accuracy, the number right, the number wrong. And oh my, it says I skipped 7 questions. And you can review the quiz or you can retake it. So I would probably, if I were actually doing this for real, I would have answered the questions. And you can use that and you can have other people in your organization or wherever you might be using this, and you can do it for fun. It doesn't have to be serious. People don't have to turn in the scores. You can do whatever you want with it. Anyway, the other thing that you could do is if you uploaded a lot of content, as we said, you can upload 50 different documents. And if you uploaded maybe something less than that, because that's a little crazy, let's say that you were taking a class and you had some handout material or something that you could upload, you could do that and you can make it a podcast so you can listen to it, or you can make it the slideshow and you could give it a quiz, create a quiz for yourself if you were actually in a program and looking to learn some things. Anyway, those are some other ideas, or at least another idea of how you can use NotebookLM, a Google product. And I believe you have to have a Gmail account in order to get this to log in via Google. Let me know if you give it a try and what you think, and see if you're able to make use of this. Thanks a lot, and we will see you next time.